But you've got to be able to hear the audio.
Oh, you're the voices.
That's your name too. Yeah. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna ask trivia questions, but they get possible giveaways. But the thing about it is, when we ask these trivia questions, you're gonna try to answer them. But if you can't, you can call on a lifeline.
Oh, they have a lifeline.
They're your lifeline, okay? And then I'm gonna give away some shirts and stuff if you all are down for that. Yeah? Oh, by the way, I introed everybody else. Hello, I'm Todd Capricorns. And if you've seen shows like Fairy Tale, I play Natsu Dragneel and Fairy Tale. And what else? Like Soul Eater, Death the Kid. Yeah. Oron High School Host. Demon Slayer, thanks for rubbing it in. Genshin Impact, Razor. The Drifter and Destiny 2 is a lot of fun. So there's a lot of cool stuff that we've been in a lot of shows together. A lot. And Jeremy's like my little sister. Like ever since I met her, I was like, that if I were gonna that's like a little that's my VO sister right there. I like her.
You manifested it.
Yeah.
And it lives in everything together, which I'm not mad about.
And we like live down the street from each other.
We really do, but we never
see each other.
2 years, we were like, you moved and I moved around the same time, and we're like, oh, we should get dinner. And
We
then
never did.
2 years, a pandemic, we never were like, oh, hi.
I think we've literally done dinner
One time. Because we were working in audio.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
What's happening is you guys are saving up for the most amazing dinner.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 70 courses, not 17. 1 bite each.
There's dinner tonight?
Oh, that'll be our second dinner because there is dinner tonight. There is actually.
I do nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna ask these trivia questions. Okay, so you're gonna try to answer it first.
Right.
And then you can seek out a lifeline. Now these are embarrassingly easy, and I know you're gonna get them wrong because I don't know much about fairy tale either.
Wait, what? What the heck?
We need to go the lifeline route
Okay.
to get everybody to.
Like for example, Natsu is what kind of slayer?
Fire dragon. Fire dragon.
Natsu says fire dragon what?
Fire dragon roar.
It's all coming back now. Okay, so here's the first trivia question. How much is Lucy's rent?
Oh,
Yes. I want to talk to people.
100,000 jewels?
Hey.
Bro, she doesn't live in West Hollywood. So if that's West Hollywood, she lives more like Valley Village.
70,000?
So that's the west, so meaning you're a little high. So you come down to Valley Village just a little bit.
Said something.
So who said it?
70,000.
What's your name?
Johnny.
What?
I just said 70,000.
Johnny, where are you from?
Huh?
Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Orange County.
Orange County? I'm sorry. I've got a shirt for you. Here you go.
God dang it. So close.
I said 70,000 times.
This is not a t-shirt cannon. You gotta come over here, Johnny. Here we go.
This is going to be embarrassing, but we'll try.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, there we go.
Nice. Got that good football arm.
Yeah.
The cheeseheads teach you that?
Get it?
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Who is, don't say the answer. Who is the celestial mage of fairy tale? Of all fairy tale, who's the celestial mage?
Lifeline. Embarrassing, I say. Yes.
That's right, you. That's okay. You're an actor. Okay. All right. Let's see. That's okay. That's all right. We're good. Let's see. What size do we have here? Do you want one? Okay. Let's see. We've got this one.
Okay, you're gonna have to meet me. No, you got it. I'm not gonna be honest.
You got it, girl.
Oh, this is the, okay. Yeah. This is classic. Classic. There we go. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. signed a contract with at the end of the Nirvana episode?
Oh my
Oh.
God.
How many
That's
spirits?
very true.
Nirvana?
I saw a hand go up over there, but if you have an answer.
I'm choosing my lifeline. Because I want to talk to people. Guys, I've been trapped in my house for 2 years. Yes, use that.
No.
Are you serious? Dang, I didn't know she had that many kids.
Oh!
Oh!
I thought it was too short.
Okay. Going all the way back to the first episode.
Thank God. Okay.
We see Lucy in a magic store buying a gate key. What does that key summon?
Yes, Pokemon. Great guy. Sorry, I talked over you.
Nikolai, the dog.
No.
Oh my God.
No.
Oh, another Pokemon. Yes, Pikachu.
Ah, dang it. It's
What's
freaking
your
good.
name?
It's Blue. It's Blue.
Rave Master, man.
Little dog, you look like Snowman.
I know.
No, that's not how I know him. No.
Oh!
All right, Google, tell us what it is.
Woo.
That's like saying, what is that sandwich called? Sloppy Joe or chopped up meat with sauce on it between two buns?
What the heck?
No, it's judges.
I can't Google very fast.
Matt?
You got an apple. You got an apple.
It is blue.
But the answer though,
What?
the answer was not blue.
What?
Pokemon dog.
What are we doing?
We're trying to get an answer, Pamela Horton.
Pamela Hamilton Horton. I don't know.
But what do you, that's like, you know what I mean? Like the difference between,
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I
We can do a show of hands to which one it is.
that's good, Pamela, I like that. Okay, how many people think,
She didn't name him Blue yet when she got the key, though. She was.
ooh, that's a good
Yeah,
point. It's not up to me. What do we think? How many people think Nikolai's vote is a good answer? How many people think Blue?
I'm gonna go.
Ooh, I think the first one
I
won.
think,
I'm sorry.
Don't worry, guys. In my heart, you're all right.
Okay, come get a shirt. Let's see, you look like let's see. Oh, this is good. This is perfect right there.
Ooh, a Death the Kid.
Here we go.
Yay! Let's do another intro.
Love it.
Throw up a shoulder.
Here's the last quiz question.
Yes.
Aww.
Which member of Fairy Tale was often called Titania?
Can we let Pikachu answer?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Pikachu.
Good. Ursa Scarlet was an S-class wizard and can be considered the strongest female wizard of Fairy Tale, which earned her the title of Titania, Queen of the Fairies.
Titania,
I say marriage.
I think.
Well, Shakespeare.
Titania. Yeah, Titania.
Thank you know that.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your name? Jasmine. Hi, Jasmine. I've got something for you.
Look at Jasmine's cute backpack.
Is that pink one? Is that yours?
What?
Jasmine, come here. This one's for you.
Yay!
I've got an apple. No, that's nothing else. I've got more shirts. We'll do more giveaways. Very cool. So I'll do more giveaways for the next contest that's a little bit later. Now, we had an episode to watch and some other things that I wanted to show you, but unfortunately, the audio situation is a little tricky right now, so I don't want to subject you to that. But one thing that I do think is as magical as Fairy Tale, just really quickly, quick plug, is that, AVOX, here, this, came together in like 4.5, 5 weeks.
I don't know how you guys did it, quite honestly.
It's,
Because there's so many of us here.
There's a lot. And there was only supposed to be like 2.5 people here.
Yeah.
In terms of
And I was the
guests.
half person. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we have like 75.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But next year will be, next year we will have audio for this. Mark my words. I won't touch this computer
The
until.
whole thing about AVOX at LA Comic Con is that that there's going to be a box in Pasadena.
Yes.
Live. So,
3 days, Pasadena Convention Center, whole thing gonna be AVOX, capping it at 8,000 people.
are you guys going to be there?
Yeah.
I believe
I think this side of the room is, this side of the room.
Yeah, they're like, we'll see.
They're thinking about it. Oh, we got
If it
one.
helps sell anybody,
Pretty face.
HatCon is at Pasadena Convention Center every year. And it's a
Uh,
delightful place, I know it well.
So, we're very happy to be here, and we're like, we gotta have something for Fairy Tale. I mean, shoot, the 100-year quest was announced.
I found out from Todd. He texted.
And I found out because I was signing at my table, and the guy's like, how do you feel about the 100-year quest getting announced? And I was like, wait, what? And I didn't even know. You didn't even know.
That's what I thought when our sound was getting crossed, and this was the universe letting us know that a demon slayer fairy tale. Because that's
Yeah.
I'm the last one to know anything.
Billy, are you there? Okay, good.
Black hole has been separated.
That's
Ah.
That's what it is. But yeah, 100-year quest is coming, so I'm excited about that. Hopefully we'll get rocking on that. I mean, the thing is that I think what's interesting, and I don't know if that happened with you, is that when people ask about the 100-year quest, it's almost like, and it makes sense. I understand why people would think this. They think that when it gets announced, it's like once our eyes read the information, we put the article down and step into a booth and begin.
No, yeah. I wish. That would be great.
Yeah.
But it is not like that.
But I have a surprise. Guess where we're going to be recording it? This door comes up, whole studio. But you know, hopefully we'll get to it soon.
Glowing.
But yeah, no. And for me, I think one thing that is interesting about Fairy Tale is that even after all this time, all the episodes that we've worked on, the movies, all that fun stuff. Wish it was a video game, but
I wish it was
how many times do people come up to you at a convention, talk about Fairy Tale
Quite a lot.
and what that means, you know?
Quite a lot, and also on Cameo, there's quite a lot of people that all over the world that want to talk about Fairy Tale and being a member of Fairy Tale Club, which I think is really lovely. There was one person that I spoke to recently who was like, because of Fairy Tale, I've been inspired to create a very open, kind, accepting place on the internet. And so she's kind of created Fairy Tale Guild online.
And those things don't always go together, internet and kindness.
Exactly, that's what made it so, I was so excited because I said they don't always go together, and it's very important. So it's lovely to see that this show has inspired people to kind of bring the values of Fairy Tale in the real world. which is
Yeah.
lovely.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, what keeps you all coming back to Fairy Tale? What about you?
I actually watched Fairy Tale last year during the lockdown for 10 days straight.
What?
Every single episode.
Oh my gosh!
You've officially seen more Fairy Tale than my own mother.
Well, honestly, because I actually was expecting that the 100-year quest was going to be added. It's like, why wait for the announcement while everything is already done?
Sure.
Because I've seen both the movies, so the
Yeah.
guys did so much great into the anime, and I really hope that hopefully in due course we'll have the.
Yeah, we'll have it. Hopefully very soon. OC Johnny, why do you watch Fairy Tale?
Parasite, I also like her as Asuna.
Yes.
Yeah, it's in theaters now.
And in fact, guess what we're all gonna go watch right after this? A-Box across the hall. Okay. Why do you watch Fairy Tale?
Mostly Natsu and Gray's rivalry.
Oh, you like people fighting, stirring shit up.
Plus, like that hope that like something new will come out of it, like the 1,000-year quest. Because I read the manga and everything.
Yeah. Well, who wants to see a sneak peek of the 100-year quest? I do too. I was just asking.
You break the heart, my friend.
Yes.
Wait, maybe we'll have it. Maybe we'll have a sneak peek.
At A-Box 20 minutes ago.
Right.
What brought you to Fairy Tale? Yes.
The power of friendship.
Yeah.
On the show, that's what the characters is very heartwarming.
Yeah. And there's not a lot of, especially with all the, we just finished Squid Game. It's like The heartwarming moments are like the size of atoms in that show. They're hard to find.
Sure.
And you need an electron microscope for sure.
We have so much great television, and I love all the good dramas that are coming out. But John has made a joke that when he comes in, he's like, "Oh my gosh," because someone's either dying, crying, or gonna die, and I'm watching it, and I will binge the whole thing, and then I'm like, I am so sad. And he's like, I need you to watch a happy show. So then I will watch a Hallmark movie, and then I know it's gonna end sort of happily.
Give me the plot of a Hallmark movie that would be applicable to 5 or more Hallmark films.
Alright, so, Big City Gal.
Okay,
Really
we'll name her Jasmine.
Big City Gal named Jasmine. Overworked. A little burnt out.
Yes. What's her job?
It can be a
She works at the Guildhall.
Great, perfect.
Oh boy.
She gets an assignment from her boss.
From the board on the contract.
She can get a big promotion if she goes to this tiny small town to help save Christmas or something like that.
A holiday involving
A
the board.
festival of sorts.
Yes.
In a tiny town.
Yes.
Or an autumn festival. If it's.
And did you say an almond festival?
Autumn festival.
Oh, an autumn
Big
festival. A festival of nothing but almonds?
That's the movie we have to write about. They're gonna save the almond festival. It's in Jeopardy.
Yeah, almond festival. She's going on for 1,000 years.
And then she gets there. She crashes into an individual of sorts that she will end up becoming romantically attracted to.
What's their name?
Could be male, could
O.C.
be female,
Johnny?
who cares? Yes, O.C. Johnny.
So Jasmine meets O.C. Johnny.
Yeah. And,
Oh, so no, this sounds like a fanfic.
drinks fall everywhere, or somebody falls down. They're infuriated. They're like, not this O.C. Johnny ever again.
What flavor of boba is
It's gotta be a hot chocolate. It's
Okay.
always a hot chocolate.
Chocolate?
I don't know why. They don't drink coffee. They're watching their caffeine intake.
Okay.
And then with the rest of the movie, it's saving the holiday almond festival. They end up falling in love, and then Big City Gal named Jasmine is like, you know what? I think I should stay here with my true love. Hot chocolate spilling.
Well, wait, what's the conflict though?
Well, the conflict is like, am I going to keep my job, or am I going to stay with?
Because there has to be a moment where she's like, I'm gonna go back to the city. I gotta go back.
Yeah, because he's like, this is all moving really quickly for me. Actually, it's always the girl who's like, this is moving really quickly for me. You love me too much. Which is very interesting because I haven't had any of my female friends that have been like, he just loves me too much. I don't understand work.
How many of you have seen the Hallmark movie that works out like this?
I feel like if your hands are up, you're not watching Hallmark.
Yeah, it's on Crunchyroll now.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So you've seen your fair share.
Yeah, you know what, I love them. If somebody said, Sherman, would you like to do a Hallmark movie? The script is awful. I'd be like, I'm there.
I would love to as well.
Oh my God.
That's a dream. Yes.
It is such a dream for
Me too. I want to do one Hallmark
one
movie.
where I'm like a nice person, and then I want to do one where I'm like just the anti-horror.
You want to bring the almond festival
Yeah,
down.
no, I had a dream that one time I would get to do a holiday movie about like saving Christmas, but I would be the angry elf who hates Christmas. That's the job.
Oh, I can see it because the camera's pushing in from this
Yeah.
angle, and you're standing over looking at Santa drink his little hot chocolate.
Santa, I can do this job better.
And then you put your hand on a lever, and once you pull the lever, acid rain comes down inside the workshop, melts all the elves.
Yeah.
And then you take the skeletons and you sell them like Funko Pops.
This is not becoming a Lifetime movie, Todd. It's
Well,
not.
it's Lifetime Plus. It's behind a paywall.
It's on the Discovery.
It's on Shudder.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, sweet Lord.
Oh,
But that's
I'm so excited.
yeah, it's gonna be great. So we have a few more minutes. We have some time for fairy tale questions if y'all have them. Sherman, you call.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, let me check with Billy out here. Billy.
Yes,
They're
wait,
not
the
there.
fairy tale, yes. Oh, and the shirt.
Out of all the arts, which one's your favorite?
Out of all the arts,
Oh,
which
all the
one
arts.
is Sherman's favorite?
That's really hard. I think you said art at first, and I was like, the Lucy dresses. The star dresses, rather. Lucy star dresses. I really love the Celestial Spirit King art with Blakey, and I really also love the, I've dubbed it the Michelle Lobster art.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, doll.
Yeah. I like but don't like the butt jiggle gang.
Oh my gosh!
Because who thinks of that? Who sits in the
was so funny for me every single time.
It's like that was the writer said that as a joke, and then when he came back to work next week, he saw the storyboards of it. He's like, guys, I was kidding about it.
Do you know how many times I watch just everything, and I'll go, that was a joke, and somebody said, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, this is due tomorrow, we're running with it. There's so many times where I go, that was the choice of me.
Yeah.
Okay? But with that one, at least it's super fun.
We after we take a few more questions, we got to do our last contest for these shirts.
Oh, yeah.
You go, keep asking.
Yes.
Since you guys will be soon recording 100 Years Quest,
Fingers crossed.
how excited are you about that?
How excited are you to step back into the role of Lucy, who has a $70,000 a month apartment? They have the option to buy. You're like, no, I like to keep renting.
I'm quite honestly very tentative to say that I'm very excited because I don't know if it will happen. And if I get too excited and say, I really want to do it, and then it doesn't happen, then I'll cry for 1,000 years. So I'm beyond excited. As soon as I get that call, I probably will cry of joy because I miss working on the show so much. But until then, I will just sit with all of my appendages crossed, hoping that we'll get to go in.
And your almonds.
And my almonds, always.
For me, listen, I always like recording things. I mean, that's the first thing I do in the morning, quite literally. I'm up at like 6 a.m. just behind the mic. The computer's not even on.
You're just talking
I'm
to Bill.
just talking to Billy. So it's always fun. My thing is that the yelling, my throat is not a huge fan of that.
Here's something that I think we should push for.
Yeah.
That for this new season, it's no longer a fire dragon roar, it is a fire dragon meow.
Yes, or the library arc, where we're in the library and whisper.
Oh, the library arc.
Yeah, but whispering is actually worse for your voice, but
That's true. Yeah, I get it.
But yeah, no, I'm ready to rock with it. Listen, out of all the guys that I've been able to play, all the heroes, he's the only one that wears sandals when he goes into battle. And
With a scarf.
with a scarf. It's like when you're looking at a wall of weapons and knives and explosives and you're picking your items and accessories for your character. It's like, here's this rocket launcher. No. Here's this gatling gun. No. Machete. No. I want that scarf and sandals. I mean, there's something badass about that.
Absolutely.
Who's next?
Oh, wow. This is so stressful for me. Yes. Yes.
I was wondering if I could ask for a huge favor. If the voice of Lucy and Natsu can reenact, oh no, our table is broken.
Oh no, our table. It's broken. Oh, did you want me to sound like that guy? Because I know you're not supposed to laugh. Oh no! Our table! It's broken! Have you seen that one on TikTok?
No.
You haven't? No, so there's this little tiny kid voice. It's like, oh no! Our table! It's broken! And you're supposed to do it with this, like, lip sync it with a straight face. And everybody's always like, oh, it's so funny, I can't do it. And I was like, I can do it. But I haven't done it.
Well, but you're trained.
I'm terrified of TikTok.
You're a surgeon in the acting operating room.
Thank you, I think. I don't think so. I break and mess things up all the time.
You're the janitor.
I'm the janitor.
Operating room.
Yeah.
Let's see, we got time for one more question, then we're gonna do one more contest.
Oh,
If she doesn't call on you, it's because she doesn't like you.
It's because I forgot that it was me. Yes. You next to the giant sword, or the sword, we're both getting together. You can do a combo question.
This is not about fairy tales, it's about something else. But weren't you in that movie like Not Cool?
I was, yes. The next one, yes, is that your question?
Oh, yeah.
So you both of you?
So, what is your usual routine for voice acting?
Usual routine for blood sacrifice. Being slaying it, being an acting slayer.
I usually warm up. I'll figure out what I'm gonna do for the day. When I used to go into the studio a million years ago, I would usually do a warm up and sing in the car on the way there, and I would pick a playlist that would get me in the mindset for that character. And now I'll just warm up and get ready for my day, figure out what's happening, make sure everything's set up because it's at home. And I think the important part about being an actor is like being in the moment. So if you try to plan too much, it can sometimes, at least for me, take me out of the scene. So it's just staying present and being malleable and adaptable and having fun. Right?
Yeah. Warm up. Well, I probably should warm up a little more than I do. I mean, for me, I really do. I wake up and I literally just go and start getting to work. Like and then 8 p.m. rolls around and I'm done for the day.
Yeah.
So it's here's the thing. Normally, if you don't do something for a long time, for me, warm up. But if you're there every day, I mean that is you are warming up. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I've literally fallen asleep recording. There was a game that I was doing. Because have you guys played that game Voice of Card from Square Enix?
Oh yeah, that's so fun.
I was recording
You did all
of it, and we recorded it at night. And so when
Because the client was overseas.
the client was overseas, and so while we're recording it, the pacing of the narration is very deliberate, and so you get a little sleepy. And there are times that I'm standing up behind the mic, and it's like.
The hero takes the card.
I did that twice. I fell asleep twice, and the director's like, Todd, and I'm like, yes, I'm awake.
Oh, soon.
Just because it was so late at night, but yeah. So, that's all. Yeah. Let's do a contest. So I think you're gonna be the judge. We're gonna rate you. And not everybody has to do it, but who wants to participate in the Best Fire Dragon Roar contest? If you want to, stand up and come to the center, right here, in a single file line. Okay. We got one. We got two.
Are you competing?
No. At the end, we're all gonna do a big one together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, oh my gosh. So, okay, this is it. We're capping it right here. Everything's right. 1, 2, 3,
Oh,
4,
sweet
5,
Lord.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yep.
12, that's it. Those are our contestants. Okay, so Sharon, here's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
We're gonna judge it on Fierce's Fire Dragon Roar.
Fiercest.
Okay? And so it's up to you. You gotta decide. So.
It's up to them. You guys have to remember, okay?
Okay, so we're gonna go down the row. It's gonna be quick. The second you finish, you go. You finish, you go. You finish, you go. And we're gonna be listening for the strongest one. Okay? It doesn't mean everybody wins, of course. But I've only got a couple of things to give away. But those are gonna be saved for the best. The best. Okay. Start us off.
Over.
Give us the best Fire Dragon Roar.
Fire Dragon, roar!
Movie. Okay, hit us with it.
Fire Dragon, roar!
Fire Dragon, roar!
Yeah.
Fire Dragon, roar! Fire Dragon, roar!
You need to
Okay. Fire Dragon.
Fire Dragon, roar!
How did it get out of hand? Like,
Roar!
Under duress.
Yeah.
Fire Dragon roar!
I like that. Almost got into the Mariah whistle tones.
Fire Dragon, roar!
Dana.
Fire Dragon, roar!
Sweet. Very good.
Fire Dragon, roar!
No, not like it.
Fire Dragon, roar!
Nice.
Okay,
99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer. You take one down, you pass it around. 98 bottles of beer on the wall. What do you do? The drunken sailor early.
Okay, so, Jeremy?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Okay, so we discussed and we have a top three and
Top 3 and an honorable mention.
Honorable
Okay.
mention, lovely gentleman, and the very first one.
Very first one?
Yes.
Freaking awesome. Thank you.
Okay,
I'm going bread.
no, you, second one,
Second one?
you are, of our top three.
Top 3?
Kirito, you are in
Kirito.
our top three. And, gentleman with the whistle.
Alright, awesome. We got shirts for you. Who wants a Deathly Kid shirt out of those 3? Top 3s?
Top 3.
Deathly Kid?
Yeah.
Come and get it.
Oh, wait, what? Oh my
On
god.
you, Yoshi. Okay. Who out of the other 2? Blue Man and Kirito.
Yeah, what's up? What's up? Who was the recorder?
It's recorder. Hot cross buns.
With Nathaniel and Blue. Okay, here we go. Kirito, this one's for you.
Okay.
Come on over. You win. Awesome.
Thank you for
Now, all of my Fire Dragon Slayers and all of you in the audience, we're gonna do one. Hold on, let me record it. We're gonna do one on the count of 3 together. Okay? Here we go. Let me do this. I can't do. Okay. All right, Jeremy, ready?
Okay.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna get next to you. All right, here we go, guys. 1, 2, 3.
Fire Dragon Roar!
Thank you all for being here. All right.
Oh, yeah, awesome.